We are officially on our summer schedule, which means things are really laid back and we get a much slower start in the morning. I love every season for different reasons, but this season is definitely my favorite. It is such a fun, relaxed time, and we really enjoy these slow mornings with our family during this time of year. Good morning, baby girl. Hi. This week we are tackling a porch project, which I'm going to be showing you guys. And I just thought it'd be fun to kind of give you guys some tips on what we do as a large family to keep our day running smoothly and to keep our home clean and organized with really little effort. One thing that I find really important is starting off our day with clean bedrooms. Each of the kids have kind of a little checklist to do in their own rooms. I help up with the younger kids, but the older kids can do all this on their own. So just starting off by opening up your blinds, opening up your curtains, making your bed, taking laundry to the laundry room. If you have any toys to put away or clothes to put away from the day before, doing that, we try to keep our bedrooms very nice and neat. I know for me, it just makes me feel so much better and helps me to have a way more productive day when my bed is made and everything is kind of put together, even in the areas of my home that I'm not in and seeing all throughout the day.
Mom, on my bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
We should have went both. I think we both.
You can talk, but you can bend down and go over to the closet and show me. I wanna go take care of Ellie. And now.
During the summer months when people don't have as many obligations in the mornings, some of my kids tend to switch their schedules around a little bit. Like my older kids will stay up later at night and sleep in a little bit in the morning, and I'm totally okay with that. I remember doing that when I was a kid, and it's pretty freeing and fun knowing that you can kind of make your own schedule. Now, not like fully. We still have pretty young kids. I only have one teenager at this time, and the other one's like some preteens, but I do allow my older kids to stay up a little bit later at nighttime. They usually will play a board game together or maybe even watch a movie, and then in the morning they sleep in a little bit more. So because of that, we can oftentimes have different like schedules for breakfast, whereas throughout the school year we pretty much all wake up around the same time. We eat breakfast together as a family, but this time of year it's kind of a more of like fend for yourself in the morning. Usually the little kids will have some eggs in the morning, some yogurt. I almost always have yogurt and fruit around to make smoothies or like a yogurt parfait. And then when the older kids wake up, they can kind of make whatever they want for breakfast. They are all very capable of frying up their own eggs or making a smoothie or yogurt or even having some granola. My daughter loves making homemade granola, so we almost always have that and a bunch of raw milk, so they can kind of do as they please. Now on this particular day, the baby slept in later than normal, so I got a little bit of a later start because I co-sleep. I usually don't wake up until she wakes up, and so we hung out in bed for a little bit longer than normal, and so I made my own breakfast even after some of the bigger kids, fried up a couple of eggs, and then I made my morning chai tea latte. It's actually a dirty chai tea latte. It's so good. I just mixed together some raw milk, a little bit of pure maple syrup, some vanilla, some chai powder. It's super good. I just get it on Amazon. I can link it for you guys down below. Froth it up with my little hand frother, add in some ice, and then pour in a little bit of coffee left over from what my husband didn't use in his morning coffee. It's really delicious and something I've been enjoying. I also like putting in a little packet of my good bacteria in there just because it's a really good way to get in my probiotics first thing in the morning. Another tip I have for keeping our home running smoothly is just to clean as you go. When I came down after sleeping in a little bit today, the kitchen was kind of messy, not like terrible, but just when you have a lot of kids and people and everyone eats breakfast, there's going to be lots of dishes to be done, the floor is going to be swept, the counters are going to be wiped down, and if I just get to it right away, it makes the job so much faster because nothing's caked on and you can just knock it off quickly. So I try not to let any messes pile up. And again, I have some older kids that are really good at helping with all of this. They typically will help when they see a job needs to be done. I have some set chores for my kids. My oldest ones, one will take care of laundry with like folding it, and then everyone's responsible for putting their own laundry away. I've shared my laundry system on this channel several times before. It's super simple. We just put clothes in the washer. When it's full, we run it. I don't worry about sorting. I keep my clothes down to a very minimal amount for each child so we don't get overwhelmed with the amount of clothing or laundry we have in the home. We can't really get behind because we have so little. And then we run it, we dry it. One child's job is to fold it. Everyone picks up their pile and puts it away. The younger kids just have baskets in their rooms, and so they put it in a basket. I'm not very particular about if things stayed perfectly folded. As long as it gets put into the right basket, I'm happy. I usually do dishes, or my oldest daughter will do dishes. I have a couple of my older boys will dry and put them away. We can knock out dishes in about 10 minutes, no problem. And we just try to stay on top of it so nothing piles up. We have been using Caraway pots and pans in our home for several years, and I'm super excited to try out their cast iron line. You guys know that we love cooking in cast iron. It just really makes delicious meals and sears things perfectly. And so anytime we get a new cast iron pot or pan in our home, it's really exciting because it really is my favorite way to cook. I'm working on lunch and dinner, and while I'm here, I thought I would tell you guys my next tip about cooking. I try to keep things simple, and when I can, I like to batch cook. So, for example, today I'm making up a bunch of taco toppings. I'm gonna get some meat going for lunch and dinner at the same time. I have a roast that is going in the oven. It'll slow cook all day, and then I'm doing some ground beef just on a skillet on my stove. And with both of these, I'm seasoning them the exact same way to make some really delicious taco meat. One will obviously be shredded beef, and the other one will be ground beef. But then I'm going to make up a bunch of different taco toppings. I'm doing some homemade pico de gallo. I'm going to make some guacamole. I'm going to shred up a bunch of cheese and cut up some tomatoes. And this will be enough for a couple of meals for our family. So I'm going to spend about 30 minutes in the kitchen this morning, but then we should be able to have healthy meals for lunch and dinner so that I don't have to think about a completely separate meal later on. I'm just going to kind of prep two of the same with a slight variation so we get two different meals, but with little prep and thought for me. You guys know that I strive to make healthy meals for my family, and I love using organic or locally sourced ingredient. In fact, today I'm using meat all from my sister. She has a cattle farm and she does rotational grazing and finishes them out on non-GMO feed. She actually has a YouTube channel, New Hartford Farm Co., where she shows her whole process and what she does. So I love being able to use her meat. I also love making my own laundry soap and cleaning products just to really cut down on the toxins that are entering into my home. This has been a process and something I've been working on for over a decade, and this goes straight into the cookware that I use. I would hate to waste all my effort sourcing organic, local foods and cooking from scratch just to cook on a toxic filled pan. That's why I'm so excited to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Caraway. Caraway is a non-toxic kitchenware brand that offers high quality kitchen essentials. We have been using Caraway in our home for several years, and we just recently started using their cast iron line, and it's absolutely amazing. We love it. The thing I love most as a mom with 8 kids, I've been talking about in this whole video, how to create simple systems. This cast iron is actually super low maintenance. It's coated with a naturally non-toxic enamel, and their cast iron can be cleaned with regular soap and water. There's no seasoning required, plus the enamel provides a protecting coating so you don't need to worry about your pans rusting or getting smelly like you would with some other standard cast irons. Most enamel cast irons are only made with 2 to 3 layers of enamel, but Caraway has 5, making them super durable. Plus, they have a limited lifetime warranty. If you are cooking multiple meals a day like I am, these are the pans that will stand the test of time. I'd recommend getting the cookware set like I did. It comes with the skillet, the grill pan, the brazier, and Dutch oven, plus 2 lids and 2 wooden organizers. If you're ready to swap out your pans for a non-toxic alternative, be sure to check out Caraway, and you can use my code OurEarlyHouse to get 10% off, and you can stack that on top of their Father's Day deal. Right now through June 22nd, if you spend over $495, you will receive a free butcher box, and if you spend over $795, you'll get a butcher box and Caraway's cast iron grill pan. This truly is a great deal, so be sure to check it out by scanning my QR code here on the screen or by clicking on my link in my description box below. This time of year, this is one of our favorite meals to eat, and we eat it on repeat pretty much all summer. Whenever tomatoes and herbs like cilantro and green peppers are flowing from the garden, we actually are not doing our own personal garden this year. With the big move and kind of still working on house projects, we decided to wait and do that next year. But there are so many local farm stands around us. I have friends and family that garden that somehow we still end up with quite a bit of fresh tomatoes and peppers and onions and all of the things straight from local gardens and farmer markets. And so this is a meal that we love to eat all throughout the summer. Everything tastes so fresh, it's so delicious, and it's really easy to make it all ahead of time. Stick it in the refrigerator and then bring it out and eat it. I try to think of quicker meals that I can make because during the warmer months, I want to be spending a majority of my time outside, by the pool, in the creek, playing with my kids, and not in the kitchen as much as possible. Usually after lunch, that's when we tackle the laundry. It's just a really good time for us. We have a couple of kids that are working on dishes. I have someone working on laundry. Even my little boys can help out. I have my 3-year-old wipe down the table. My 5-year-old can vacuum the floor. We have a very lightweight stick vacuum that I love, and he can use that. And so all hands are on deck after lunch. It's kind of our reset before our afternoon quiet time. Everyone has a job, laundry gets done, and then the younger ones can have a nap, and we have just a little quiet time to kind of reset before we get into our afternoon and evening activities. This afternoon, my husband and a few of my older boys are working on our porch. We are trying to finish this up by getting some painting and staining done. We're trying to fix our doors. If you've been around for a little while, you've heard about my whole door saga where we accidentally turned them very red, and I got a lot of good comments on here about how to fix that, so we're working on that. There will be a whole porch reveal coming soon, and I'm very excited to show it to you guys. We are working on getting some rocking chairs and different tables and just trying to get this set up so we can really enjoy it this summer. During the summer, we spend a lot of evenings just at home playing and hanging out at our farm. We might end up over at my parents' house to swim in the creek. And so I try to keep all of our meals very simple this time of year. So tonight for dinner, because I already had my roast going all day, I'm just going to shred that up. And to make it a little bit of a variation from lunch, since we did more of a taco salad, tonight I'm going to do nachos. Pretty much all the same ingredients, just in a little bit of a different order, but with a different meat. So today I'm just going to do a bed of chips, put some cheese on top, some black beans and some meat, warm it up, and then top it with our homemade pico de gallo that I already made, some lettuce, and some organic Smash Kitchen barbecue sauce. This stuff is so good. We just get it at Walmart. If you've never tried it, try it. It's delicious. And this makes a really easy, delicious meal. So we can get back to our porch project, or on any other day, get back to the fun things that we have going on in the evening. Don't forget to check out Caraway. I have the link for them down in my description box below. We have been loving Caraway for so long, and I know that you guys will love it too. And thank you so much for watching today's video.